Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about dog training and the reasons why we need to train our dogs. It's a legal requirement that our dogs are under control in a public place. Training is also a really good way of increasing the bond between you and your dog. It also provides great mental stimulation and helps tire your dog much quicker than physical exercise does. You can absolutely train a dog to do anything at any age, so don't let your dog's age put you off. When did you last feed your dog? Is he on a full tummy already? So he might be a little bit harder to motivate. If he's what we call over threshold, we need to calm things down in order for him to be able to concentrate on what you're trying to teach him. Unless you've got somewhere really cool and shady and it's a calm exercise that you're working on, that might be fine. But anything rigorous in hot weather, obviously, you're going to avoid. There are some breeds like your sighthounds, lurchers, whippets, greyhounds, don't carry much fat on their bones. They're not really going to thank you if you're working in wet, cold conditions. And it's really, really important that both you and your dog enjoy the learning experience. Sense of humour has to be at the top of your list. Time and timing. Don't ever rush a training session. Ideally, it needs to be planned out and you need to have a clear idea of what you want to train. Timing means that you need to be able to reward your dog at the exact moment in time it does the desired behaviour. So your timing needs to be spot on, that you can mark it and reward it the instant the dog is successful. Another thing that you're going to need is patience. Patience of a saint. Whenever you start to train a new exercise, start somewhere calm and quiet. Maybe your living room, maybe your kitchen. The area needs to be distraction-free. Once he's grasped that, we can start moving out into the garden and then out into a slightly busy area like a park. So we need to build up the distractions nice and slowly until we get to the point where your dog is reliable in all situations. When we're luring a dog or a puppy, it's important that we're using a high-value food item that that particular dog is interested in. The food is positioned right on the end of the dog's nose so that it can lick and nibble at it and really be focused on it. Then we can manipulate the dog into virtually any position that we want. We can then add the commands such as sit or down. Shaping is where the dog is rewarded for small increments moving towards the desired end behaviour. For instance, if you wanted a dog to go round a cone, then you would reward the dog first off for just looking at the cone. Then you would wait and he might take a step towards the cone. He would be rewarded for that, and then 2 steps towards the cone. So it's gradually all the little parts of the behaviour getting rewards, and then we can chain all of those together. Wood Green does not advocate the use of positive punishment in training. Positive punishment is when you add something to the situation that decreases the frequency of a behaviour. So that would be something like physically hitting the dog in order to punish it for doing something wrong. Wood Green also don't advocate the use of items such as spray bottles or cans containing stones or discs, anything that's going to startle the dog or frighten the dog into compliance. That is not necessary at all in the name of training. There are much better and scientifically proven methods that demonstrate that you can teach your dog almost anything, and this in turn will ensure that the relationship you have with your dog just blossoms. Once you get the training bug, there'll be no stopping you. There's so much fun that you can have with your dog, and you can go on to all sorts of heights with regards to training. If you have any questions about training your dog, please don't hesitate to contact us here at Wood Green. We'd love to help.